la squadra italiana, capisci? Even though we got a Vittoria, we won last time 2-0. But the situation gets un poco critica, So, but don't lose control. Everybody loses control right away. But you see, me and Tony does something. He changed him up. Because if Gattuso, he called Rocco, he called Tony, say, listen, boys, this Tuesday we got some trouble. Then we're going to ask Reno, che cazzo succede? What happened over there? He said, maybe we're going to need a defenseman. So I have to jump in myself. I'm always in top shape myself. So even if I got to play defense, it doesn't matter. Lala, doesn't matter. Or stopper, allo centro, me ne fottono cazzo. But Tony is very fast like electricity. Movement, eh? He can play midfield, if a striker can play in the front. In case, Reno call for Tuesday. But I think we're going to be, hey, look who show up. Yeah.
What's going on
Well,
here?
I heard you training.
I went to get
What happened?
Some memorabilia.
Oh,
You
vedi,
guys
see?
remember this?
Oh, yeah, vedi, right?
sec.
Champion, baby. Questi sono noi.
Oh, 2006 is the last time.
Uh-huh.
That's it. So
Ah,
I
well,
went
okay.
to get this because I think if this will bring me good. Can you recognize anybody in that picture?
Oh, I know everybody over there.
Who's holding
Oh,
the trophy?
please, don't. That's Cannavale. Please don't make me
Okay,
laugh.
where's Del Piero?
The Piero's here. No pomodoro pelado. He shaved his hair. I can't see someplace in here. There's the Piero over
Where's
there.
Gattuso? He's got to be there.
Gattuso running is right there.
He's in the middle. Right?
Yeah, con
He gained
bandiera.
a few fucking pounds.
Well, so did we. What the
Yeah,
fuck?
but
What are you
he's
gonna
gonna
do?
get- How about this picture in the right here? What's this situation?
Just, I think there's a couple of fans over there. I don't know.
Oh, that looks
I
like
can't.
Gattuso too, no?
That's Gattuso. I can't
Can you
tell.
see the screen in front of you?
No, the screen, but no, it's too far away. The screen. Well, my glass need to be more fat. The glass, I can't see good.
Anyway, I was out.
Congratulations.
You start without me because I was trying to find something.
Feeling.
Italia, Campiono del Mondo.
Live,
34, holy shit.
eh?
38, 82, and 2006.
Oh yeah, baby, I remember those. Not the 34, 38. That gives a feeling. Okay, well, sit down now. We're gonna talk a little bit now.
Give me a second.
Price is in price come l'Italia.
It's almost the same price of a liter of Coke. A liter of Coke is like $2.49.
That's crazy. That's unbelievable.
Like gas is costing more than almost as much as a liter of Coke or Diet Coke or Fanta or whatever.
That's
huh?
crazy. Brio, everybody's
Holy shit. Anyway,
because we have to have a war.
we have to have a war. So there's a theory about the war.
Talk.
They say that if the oil goes to a certain price per barrel,
Yeah.
that it makes everything more expensive, right?
Yeah,
So
yeah.
what made the big cities grow was low fuel, created low cost to deliver cheap food to the big cities, right?
Yeah, oh, yeah, for sure. Yeah.
So now if the oil is this high, the food's not cheap anymore.
No.
So people have to deindustrialize. They have to grow their own. They have to go back to farming locally, manufacturing
That's
locally,
true.
because the cost of bringing something in.
It's too much.
So I don't know if that's the plan.
Oh yeah, I
Break
guarantee.
apart to break apart the, I don't know, the way things work and move everything back to sort of localized deindustrialization.
Yeah.
And then, because U.S. is getting they're using all of their weapons to fight this stupid war on behalf of whoever, it doesn't matter. He got fished in. He got like Donald Trump. They're using now the countries like Japan and South Korea and other countries. Now they can't depend on U.S. to protect them, so they're gonna have to remilitarize their own countries. Kid disaster.
That's a bad. The reading I do, I heard that those are globalists. And those are people who control the world. Those big families, l'Italia, Orsini,
Yeah.
I Medici. There's some of them. George Soros. He's gonna be George Soros if the people go crazy. He better watch himself. He's dead anyway.
Yeah.
But his son in Lucafona too. That's the problem. So they're trying to create energy shortage. That means energy for your car, shortage. Energy for your body, shortage. Energy for your computer, shortage. They're trying to create the shortage so people are going to go crazy.
And they're going to try to lock you down again. You can't travel. There's no gas. It's a fuel rationing.
Right.
So they're going to go back to COVID, where instead of using a virus to lock you down, they're going to use energy to lock you down.
They're gonna lock
back in your homes. Don't go out. Don't travel. And if we fall for it, we're just fucking the stupidest fucking human beings. For all of you who fall for it, they first tested you with this corona bullshit virus vaccine bullshit.
Oh, yeah.
Now they're going to say we're shortage of energy. You know, we can't run, your electric cars, you can't charge them between 4 and 8 p.m. or 5. Lock you down again. And fuck you guys, like fuck everybody again, right? So keep, pay attention, you fucking dummies. Yeah. Anyway, back to soccer.
Yeah.
Because, we kind of...
Yeah, but in the middle of all this, what they're trying to create, they still have a World Cup in Canada, United States, and Mexico. Mm-hmm. If people can't travel, how the fuck are we going to get to the fucking game?
Well, good luck.
If we can't travel, why we have to have a tournament that we play Lupa Luna?
You're going to play to an empty stadium.
Nobody's going to show up. Okay? And if you don't put it on the television, it's going to be very bad because people are going to suffer from... when you have addiction, like a drug, television is a drug too. Mm-hmm. So if you don't have your television, you don't have your sports to distract you, then you're really going to lose your mind. Then you're going to pull out the 9mm. You're going to start shooting for people over there. That's not right.
I got a headache.
See?
It's like, I don't get it. I don't understand whatever. It's a mess.
Well, the problem, Tony, I like to bring up a point about that these are globalists, right? It's been my experience that the people that have a lot of money, they think that because they have a lot of money, they have a lot of intellect too, like they're smart. It's not true. They fucking very stupid.
Oh, yeah.
Especially
if you're second generation money or third generation, that your father or grandfather made the money, then you come in and you're just a fucking knucklehead.
Exactly.
And you think you're something special, but you're not. You're like you couldn't turn a nickel into a dime if the nickel was two nickels were sitting beside you. That's how, you know what I mean? So
agree.
So it's an unfortunate situation, but wow, some of the shit we've lived through.
Well,
this one, I don't know if this one is like, if this takes the cake, I think.
Oh, yeah, now, a lot of people say everything's happened in the world is like the biblical, in the Bible. Yeah, it's true. We never had this kind of confusion. Those rich people before, they just to kill everybody. They murder everybody. They kill the Christiani, they kill the Hebrei, they kill everybody, make a people slave. If you don't want to work for them, they cut off your head, they cut off your feet, and they kill you. Now they can't kill nobody, so they got to use a metodo more più sofisticata, capisci?
Yeah.
They try to be more sophistication, but they're still bastard anyway.
Mind control.
But that's exactly.
Get everybody high on marijuana or like go to the cannabis.
Yeah.
So you're all fucked up, 90% of you
steady.
Are fucked up steady. And you play, you know what I mean? So like that's what people think of the human race that run these families. Yeah. They think you're a piece of shit.
That's right.
That's it. That's
what Klaus Schwab calls us useless eaters, he said. Go to Katz the Klaus.
Yeah.
Pedophile
consumers.
Oh, consumer, yeah.
Yeah. So they'd be happy with 500,000 people or 500 million people in the world, not 7 or 8 billion.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Anyway,
Tutte morte, yeah.
It is what it is. So.
Yeah. And I had an argument with somebody about this conspiracy too.
Yeah.
I said, you still think it's a conspiracy now?
When
you wake up in the morning, you see the gas price. You think it's still a conspiracy now? Fuckface? Coglione, va pigliati l'ancolo, fuck it.
Hey, I watched.
What'd you watch?
I watched Bronx Tale last night again.
Oh, Bronx Tale, yeah, Bronx.
Yeah, I haven't seen it in so long, and I watched it. And,
beautiful movie, yeah, I love it.
They had a couple of. Do you remember that movie?
Yeah, I love it.
Do you remember what what the Mario test was?
Oh, the Mario test. If you lock the door.
No, that's not the Mario test. The Mario test was. That was a different test.
Oh, that's the test if a girl love you, yeah. The Mario test if you grab your brajol, yeah.
Yeah. So if you pull up beside, you're driving with your girl and you pull up beside a transport truck, and you grab her head and You put her down and she goes for it. You don't marry her.
No, you don't. That's the
Called
Mario
Mario
test.
test. And then the other one, I don't know if it was it's the Sunny test.
Sonny, the
Sonny.
door. Yeah.
The door. You get out of the car. You pick. You lock the doors.
Both doors have been
Yeah.
locked.
Go ahead. Tell the story how it is.
So you got to lock the car
Hold on. What
door.
is this called? It's called
This is the Sonny's
the
test.
Sunny
yeah.
test.
Sonny
This
test.
is a test to determine
If you're going to marry a
if you're
beautiful,
gonna marry
beautiful
a
chick,
girl.
nice.
Doesn't matter, beautiful or not.
Yeah.
This is marriage material.
Right.
So we're going to do a little bit of education.
Yeah.
Because, there are tests you can perform
Yeah.
to determine if the
Litmus
woman, if
test.
and we call this one is called From Bronx Tale. Go ahead. It's called
Sonny's a test.
so Rocco's going to tell you all about it. Go.
Okay. So you get in the car, you pull up your chick place, right? And then you get out of your car. But before you get out, you lock the button on the door over there. Pa. Make sure the door, if you drive a sedan, it's a 4 doors. You got to lock everything over there. And then you get out of the car, lock your side. Ping, pong. Okay, you go to the door. Hey, Maria, come here. Okay, we're ready to go. Okay, say bye to her father. Hey, okay, Papa, we'll see you later. We're not coming home too late. Don't worry, she's going to be safe with me. Don't worry, because you want to make a good impression, right? And then you walk your girl to the car. Then you put the key in the door. You open her door, right? You put inside. She sit down in the car. You shut the door nice like a gentleman. Then you walk from behind the car, but you look through the glass in the back. If she doesn't reach for your door to unlock it, you can marry her. But if she reaches for the door and she unlock it for you so you can get in no problem, then she's a good one. You
That's
gotta keep her.
that's a marriage material. So
Yeah.
that's from the Bronx Tale. That's called the Sunny test.
Yeah.
The Mariel test and the Sunny test.
Exactly.
Did you ever have a test to determine whether your wife was, what was the test you did to determine your wife was the right one for you?
No, I knew right away my wife because I try to smooch my wife.
What kind of test was it? What's the Rocco Rumpamoodle test?
The Rocco test, in the car, I try to give her a smooch.
What do you mean a
And
smooch?
then a kiss.
The first date.
Yeah, first date, okay, goodbye. And then give a kiss, okay, on the cheek, okay. But at the same time, when you reach, if you try to reach inside the blouse, and as soon as she go like that, pa, I go, that's my wife. I realize you can't touch yet.
So let me get this straight.
That's the scaffold test. Everybody knows.
So that's called the Scaffold test.
Yeah.
Okay. The Scaffold test is if you, on your first date,
You
at the
try
end of the
touching,
date,
I mean,
if you try to touch
while
her
you
boob,
kiss her goodbye, you try to go
if you go like this,
yeah, to make
and
a
she gives you a
generation
shot.
excitement, and she go, unto Carinente. That's your wife.
Wow. And if
what
she
happened
does
to me.
let you go, then
Then it cuts on a specie there thing, you know.
that's the Schiaff test.
The scaffold test.
Yeah, I was wondering, that's such a good movie about life and getting mixed up with the wrong people.
Yeah.
And how it can fuck you up. Like,
Of course.
it's
You gotta
the
watch
decisions you make really impact you.
yourself. Oh,
right?
no question. No question
Anyway,
about it.
so, and I wondered if they were going to do a sequel to that movie, but they never made a sequel because Joe Pesci comes in at the end.
Well, they don't need a sequel.
But at the end, who
At the
comes
end,
in?
Joe-
at the funeral.
Hey, you're the guy that
Yeah.
the parking spot.
yeah, the
that's
parking
me.
fight. So
Yeah.
I thought that's a perfect setup for the sequel. No,
Yeah, that's the start. That's like the first page of the new movie.
so was that before Goodfellas or after that movie?
No, that thing of Bronx Tale.
93 it came out. 92 or 93.
That's a good point. We should check that one. I'm not sure. Because I think around very close to around the same time. I think Goodfellas was the first one, I think.
You think?
that.
Before,
I think so. Yeah, I can check it up if you want me to check it up.
Yeah, no, I just wonder because Pesci looked a little like a little, maybe a little older.
Older, yeah. I think it was after, yeah.
Huh.
Yeah.
So you think fucking Goodfellas came out in the 90s?
Oh, that's a 90 film. Have you check on my phone?
Check it.
Yeah, you got the
Here too.
but whenever come out, those two films, they're very important. I have the Goodfellas, start nice, the middle is nice, near the end it's a little bit troppo accurate, a little bit too much, too nervous. I think Martin he should have done a better ending on the Goodfellas in there. Because you give all those guys from the FBI lots of power. Like they control everything. Everybody go to jail, and that's it. Caro mio. The boys, the Ndrangheta, La Mafia, we're still strong. It's still number one. Just because you don't know they're there, that doesn't mean they're not there. You know Frank Sinatra?
Yeah.
He said it's Frank Sinatra.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually saw him live in Las Vegas. I watched his concert.
When he alive, eh? Not now.
1988, 87.
He doesn't sing good now.
No, he's dead now.
What are you?
Oh, 1990 it came out. 3 years before.
You see?
Okay, yeah.
So Frank Sinatra, they ask him, you're Italian, yeah? Yeah, he goes, yeah, Hoboken, yeah, Siciliano. I'm Italiano, yeah, that's your problem. He said, they ask him, well, Italian, funny, you guys get a lot of things done when you start your career. The Italian people, a lot of people help you, the Italian, they talking about, he is making he tried to say indirectly that the mafia give you a hand. But Frank Sinatra gave a nice answer. He said, Italian, those are gangsters, they like gasoline. You can smell it, but you just don't know where it's coming from. Capisci? That's the problem.
So, somebody, I don't know, that's kind of a little deep. Somebody asked me how an espresso make, the old-fashioned, the espresso, take the thing off.
La cafetera.
La cafetera. How does it work? Somebody asked me. And
How does it work?
Because they don't know how to use it.
But they're stupid.
They said, you got to screw the top off. They didn't know what to do.
First, a cafetera
explain
is
like
a three
first
parts.
Cafetera. What is the
A
cafetera?
cafetera. Coffee pot.
Right.
Okay.
And so it's Italian.
metallic. But let's talk about the simple one. Now they got the different color, red one, blue.
Yeah.
Italian flat. Bullshit. That I have a basic cafetera. Okay. It's a three parts. The bottom where you put the water. Lo filtro, which is a filter, steel one, because you use it every time. You don't use a paper filter. And the top where the coffee is going to come into the pressure, la pressione. So minta l'acqua, you put hot water. Then you put lo filtro inside the water. You have to certain level, you got to put the water. Eh? If you put too much water is going to go back up into the filter. No, filter has to stay dry. But still the water has to be inside this much.
Right.
And you know what? There's a hole where the steam will come out of the cafetera. You'll never go up above that water, that little pipicetta down there with the hole. Okay. You put the water, then you put the little filter. Nice. You check, water's going to be now.
Where do you put the coffee?
But now you take a spoon.
Right.
And you start put the coffee in the filter.
Right.
The steel filter. You fill them up to the top. Don't press the coffee down.
Okay. Why don't you press the coffee down?
Because the water's not going to go through comfortable. It's going to be too tight after.
Right.
It's not going to come up. Just fill them up the filter.
Right.
And then put the top on. Screw it on.
So, okay, go ahead, finish.
Yeah, screw the top on. And then put it on the fire, so stufa.
Okay.
And then it's going to be, you're not going to hear nothing. Like Italian style gangster. You don't hear nothing. All of a sudden, you hear, it's going to go. And once you heard that sound, turn off the element over there.
Right.
And then let it sit there
Let
till
it
all the water. And then slowly you're going to hear,
Yeah.
like an old man when he got to the rocket in the throat.
Right.
Like that. And then slowly it's going to go away. Then you wait a couple seconds, you take your cup, and you have a nice bellatazza.
So why in a coffee shop, like if you go to a Italian cafe or something, they always put the coffee.
That's different.
And then they pack it down.
Because that's different, because the water has to come from the top. The pressure goes downward to the filter.
So why does it make a difference? Why do you have to compress it if the water's coming from the top? And you don't compress it if the water's coming
because
from the
the coffee in the bar, they only want a short one. When you take the coffee in the bar, è corto cucina.
Right.
It's one for one person, maximum for two. So if you make it too loose of the coffee, it's going to come out watery. So you press them down, and then you put them in, and the pressures are going to shoot through. The speed is faster too.
So what makes la crema then? Because the crema in the cafeteria doesn't work.
La scuma alla fine, that's at the end when you put the machine.
Yeah. Yeah. But in the cafeteria you get no schema.
No, you get no scuma in the cafeteria, no. But if you're smart, if you know how to heat up your milk, sometimes you can take a little bit of milk and put on top of your espresso, no latte macchiato. And you can make a little bit of scuma on the top. You know?
Right.
Sometimes you can cheat too, Tony. I hate to say this, but some
Cheat with
people,
what? The cafeteria or the espresso?
Yeah, the espresso. You put the espresso, a little bit of milk inside, and then
Hold on a sec. What do you mean? You put the milk inside the cafeteria?
no, not in the cafeteria, in the coffee.
Yeah.
So after you make espresso, you put the nagocettina de latte super, and then sometimes I do it sometime. I admit I take whipped cream, I put a little bit
whipped
on
cream.
top.
Yeah.
And then you meant chocolate on it, almost like a new cappuccino.
Right. So what do you think of the Tim Hortons ice cap?
If you want to die young, you need to drink that stuff. They call it the Temujit Hortons thing. I heard they changed the name of that place. Anyway,
So I was doing a little research. I'm
Yeah.
trying to lighten it up because
what happened?
I did research about apparently that I don't know if this is true, but
What happened?
people are obsessed with either drinking or using their own pee for ailments or to
Yeah.
cure things. And what do you think? What's your point of view on that?
Well,
Like, do you think it's real or is that another people
we used to do, I don't understand. We used to do all'Italia.
do what?
The muratori, the bricklayer in Italy in the old days.
Yeah.
Sometimes they work, and even if they work in the south of Italia, sometimes it gets a little bit cold. Not colder like a Canada or colder like a Russia, Siberia, no. Or Arctic, or Antarctic, no. But sometimes it's a cold. So the bricklayer hand, he can't wear the gloves. And sometimes the skin, it's going to crack.
Yeah.
This little dito crack. Sometimes this finger crack. Sometimes this finger cracks. Your thumb is going to crack up. And it hurt a little bit. To disinfect, sometimes those muratori, they used to take a piss on their hand. E pisciavano because the pisciatura was hot. Plus, it's very clean because it goes through a sterilization system in your body. Your kidneys, it says, like a sterilize. And they pee on your hands and they let them dry a little bit. And they disinfect over there.
So it's true then. Like,
Yeah.
it's healthy for you to
Even drinking, you pee sometimes. You take a grapefruit,
No
sometimes you
fucking
pick a
way.
little pee, you drink, it give you energy.
No, I can't do that.
Well, I had to a couple times. I did it, yeah.
did it?
Oh, yeah.
Did it help with the training? When
Yeah, because I was training in this Aspromonte, Le Montagne, in the mountain. There's a wolf over there tried to catch me. Once I killed 3 wolves over there in Italia.
No, but what did you do with the pee? Your own pee?
I drink it.
No.
Ran out of water. I had to take an pisciaretta, so I drink
So
it.
then let me ask you something. So if you're on a stranded island,
You
desert
piss,
island,
you drink.
you drink your own piss.
You have
And
to. You're
won't
not
di-
going to die.
and
You're going to
not gonna
live.
die. Really?
You're not going to die. You'll live. If
Wow.
you're not drinking, you're going to die of dehydration.
Do you-
so
the-
cuts it up.
All right. Do you ever watch the show Naked and Afraid?
I don't watch a naked movie. I'm pornography.
No, it's
I don't watch it.
it's Naked and Afraid. So they put 2 people in the jungle somewhere. You got to survive 21 days with no clothes on, no shoes.
Well, who's there? How many people?
2 people.
A girl and a boy?
Yeah.
Then a lot of pumpation going to
No,
happen
I
over
can't
there.
patient, but after a week, you're gonna smell like ass. over
Who
there.
cares? That's still
I always
pumpation.
wondered
You
if
jump
they
in the
do
water.
pumpation.
What island do you on?
Oh, they put you in like Nicaragua, or they put you in the jungle in in Africa. And
Sounds-
you got to build a shelter. They give you like 2 things: a knife and a fire starter, and a pot to boil water.
No problem. I
You
got
know?
everything I
And,
need.
I wonder if they would ever, but I've never seen anybody pee.
Listen,
Pee in,
you have to.
and
you
say,
have to
hey,
drink.
yeah, that's crazy.
I wouldn't go on an island with a woman like that stranded.
I think I'd last 21 minutes, not 21 days.
I think once you figure out what you're going to eat and the water you're going to drink, then there's only one thing you do. If you're a beautiful lady, you're going to do pumpation, steady.
Anyway, they're never really good looking. You either get, and then
Well,
everybody
if
that
they're
does it
ugly.
always starts off like fat.
And then you lose weight.
And then
Yeah.
in 21 days, they lose. Oh, she lost 30
Yeah.
pounds, or he lost 27
That
pounds. So
happened.
he went from 210 down to
That
180.
happened, yeah.
But they never go like, oh, look at this. She's like already fit to,
No, yeah.
198 pounds. No, they always get people that are probably, they probably beef up before the show anyway.
Well, a lot of
Put the weight
people,
on.
those people, they're overweight a little bit. Huh? If they can't lose weight, you should try go to a show.
Oh, yeah. Are you kidding?
Be a contestant. What do you care? That's nice,
That's the best kind of weight loss.
Yeah.
Don't eat food for 21 days.
Clean your body. But then when you come back, you're going to gain all your weight back and more.
That's what
He-
happens.
That's too
They
extreme.
never do like after the. They should have a show after Naked and Afraid. What happened?
After Naked and Afraid. Well,
Like, okay, 6 months after, you look at holy shit. You look like they look like a Navak. All right,
you got to watch out to some people too. There's especially those globalist people. A lot of those globalist people, they eat people. They eat young kids too. They're animals.
don't even go there.
They're cannibals. Oh yeah, I'm telling you. I read this thing in the newspaper and the magazine and the books. I find.
So I want to ask you about Machiavelli.
Who? Michael Jackson.
Machiavelli.
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 Yeah. What about him?
What was his like claim to fame?
Well, you should ask Chaz Palminteri.
Why?
Because he used to read Machiavelli when he was in jail in the Bronx Tale.
Was that's why it came
Yeah,
to me?
that's
Okay,
why it came to
so
me,
why
yeah.
would he read Machiavelli?
Machiavelli, he talk about, love, war, philosophia, those things. He was a young man, but he think kind of different, very intelligent for that time.
So did you read? Have you read Machiavelli?
I read a couple of paragraphs here and there. I'm too busy boxing all the time.
So what parts-
Machiavelli, Dante Alighieri, they read these things, Leonardo da Vinci. Did you know that even, Michelangelo,
Yeah.
everybody think he's a sculptura. He does a sculpting and painting. But Michelangelo, he wrote past tense. My English is getting a little better.
Yeah, it is. You're doing very well with the
nice.
English. you know?
Pastulo Calabrese is my number one. Pigata Villancolo.
Yeah, sure. Yeah.
So this has Michelangelo. He write 37 sonnets. They call the sonnet.
Like a song.
Like
a song?
A sonnet. SOONNET.
What does that mean?
Sonnet.
People don't know what that means.
It's like a poem, like a
Okay.
little story. But
story,
beautiful,
beautiful.
about love, those kind. Michelangelo, very beautiful, number one artista in the history. Anyway, you're never going to see nobody like that again. Never,
Why?
because they don't make her. He was one of a kind. Michelangelo was as a unique. He didn't do so much like a die for the world's sin. Jesus Christ did that, but Michelangelo is as unique as Jesus Christ.
Do you think he's
have to say.
divine?
I think God gave him a lot of perks, a lot of
Yeah.
nice things
A lot
to
of
be
gifts.
good. Well, look, everybody in the world will see it work. Are you kidding?
Even how many years later?
Oh, it's a 650 years later. You can't argue when you see La Pietà. You
No,
see
fuck, La
the
Pietà.
Sistine Chapel,
Have
La
you seen
Cappella
La Pietà in
Sistina.
person?
Yeah.
It's unbelievable.
I lost my mind over there.
Holy smokes.
Oh, yeah.
The
I cried a couple times.
the artist, I don't even know how a man made that. No,
Yeah.
I think it's divine intervention.
Yeah, it has to be. You can't.
God's hand was there.
I could see.
Yeah, has to be because you can't make. Who the fuck can make that?
Culo martello, I could say, pa, you chisel
Are
away.
you kidding?
And the inside, he said, what did he say? This is a big piece of clay. Inside there's an angel that wants to be free. It's what I chip away. Think about this guy mind he have. And then with those hands, go get him on it.
And then the way he polished it, and the detail. If you see this thing in person,
You can't.
you can't. Even, you go, how? Look at the detail. What did he use as a
template.
As a template or as
His
a model?
imagination. He uses imagination because he never see Jesus Christ in the arms of La Mama Maria.
no.
But when you see Jesus laying,
The vision must have come to him.
yeah,
in his
because you
dream.
can see Jesus Christ, you can see the veins in his
Yeah,
arm.
that's.
E l'ucolo della madre, così
No,
con le mani, con le vene, così
Yeah, man.
it touch your heart. This art, Michelangelo,
Yeah.
Italian.
And now we've got AI.
Yeah, AI, that's going to do a lot for your fucking brain.
So I coach hockey, right? And
Yeah,
I'm
shoot this
involved
card.
in hockey, yeah.
Yeah.
And so apparently there was, how parents or hockey are fucked up in minor hockey,
They're
especially
crazy,
in big cities.
I heard that, yeah.
So apparently somebody had a problem with a coach. It took a video of the coach and then altered it to remove the helmet and sent it in to the GTH to the league, right? And said, because if you don't wear your helmet as a coach on the ice, you get 2 week suspension.
The coach has to wear the helmet?
Oh, yeah, all the coaches have to wear helmets.
But
So
they're behind the bench.
no, during practice.
Practice.
Practice, yeah.
Oh, okay.
So when they were doing the practice, somebody sent a video, an AI altered video
Oh, yeah.
about
How they do alteration?
Well,
Like a
easy.
jacket?
You say to AI, take off the helmet, and it takes the helmet off.
Take a helmet off.
That's it.
And what happened? You got in
It's, like,
trouble?
it's called a fake. He got suspended.
Suspended. Holy
And then he
shit.
said, "What are you talking about?" And then they had to go back and made a big mess.
Terrible. It's very
Now they're
bad,
using
yeah.
AI to get people in trouble, to alter
See?
reality, to do what they call a fake or a deep fake.
A fake, how could see? Fake.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What a mess it's going to be. Like if people start doing that, they get people in trouble. Let's say,
something-
you could be like, you could be on a business trip or something and you could be pumpation with somebody, but you're not. They make it look like it's
Right.
you on a pumpation and then they send it to your wife or
Somebody
whatever.
sent a video of a rock Pampamur and he's a pumpation somebody in the gym.
Yeah.
Another good woman. Are you crazy? My wife are gonna know right away it's not me because I don't do that kind of stuff. First of all,
Yeah.
you're not supposed to do it. You marry a woman, that's your life.
That's
your
right.
Wife, okay, that's it.
That's right.
Get cut. So if you don't want to get married, you don't have to get married. If you want, what they say, play the field.
Yeah.
Go ahead. What's that place? What's it called? Bucket of fish. Where you get
A kettle of fish or
Oh,
something.
kettle. I thought it was a
Something, I
bucket
don't
of
know.
fish.
Something like that.
Okay.
Something pieno de peixe.
Well,
or
no,
something.
well, na vasca aqui de bicho. Okay, that's
That's it.
If you want to do that kind of life, go ahead.
Yeah.
Go ahead. But don't
But-
forget, an old couch is always more comfortable than a brand new couch. Even though the new couch looks better, the old couch, you know where to put your elbow, where to put your knee, where to put your shoulder, like così. Okay, we all become an old couch. That's why you marry a long time. Marita Molly, you stay nice and comfortable, okay?
Yeah. That's like an old couch.
Exactly.
Then sometimes you have to get rid of the old couch.
Yeah,
Get a
but-
new one.
Well, yeah, but if think about it. If you want to get rid of your wife because you're old, then you got to throw yourself in the garbage too. You're old too.
Of course.
You don't get younger.
No.
Get cuts.
Yeah, I know. Anyway, how do we get on that subject?
We jump.
Holy, I was trying to anyway. Yeah. So, let's go back to where we started because I really want to talk about this
Yeah.
game Tuesday.
Oh, soccer.
Bosnia Herzegovina. What do you think the chances are? Because I know you're expert in
A couple of the guys, Italian team, they used to do the Rocco training before, a couple little while. But I think they try to create a problem. They say that after l'Italia play against North Ireland, we won 2-0. They're not a bad team. They're a good team too. They're strong. They're round. They got a good heart. Those guys. A little bit rough. They're a little bit rough for soccer. Come you can, but they got the Belfast. They had a lot of rough problems over there too.
Sure.
For in the troubles. They used to call it trouble. Those stupid their religion. They kill each other. Not supposed to do that. But anyway, people lose control sometimes. That's why I always say, no lose control. So they start to say, a couple of Italian players, they're watching the penalty kicks between Wales and Bosnia, bigger than they are, and you don't report them accordingly. Now, they try to create a hostile environment when l'Italia goes to Bosnia to play on Tuesday. That's not the right thing to do. My opinion is l'Italia is going to win Tuesday, and that's it. Bosnia, you've been a good try. But you don't need a World Cup. You have to fix a lot of other things in your country.
Well, there was
That's my opinion.
There was a beautiful play with what's his name, the bicycle kick goal almost went in.
Oh, yeah,
Keane,
Yeah, beautiful. He touched the così.
How Italian is that guy? Seriously,
Keane, Italia.
how can he be Italian?
I grew up there. It doesn't
Where
matter.
was he born?
I don't know the history of Keane. Okay, whatever. He's a black player or African American. I don't know what they
but
say.
the last name Keane is not Italian.
I know, but
There's no K in Italian alphabet.
I know, but if you think, what about the Yannick Sinner?
That's another one. He's
Okay,
from
but he's from the Italia, near Germany. Over the
He wasn't
Confini.
born in Italy.
He was born in Italia, Bellumi.
was?
Yeah. Hey. If you say talk that way in front of him, he'll offend you, break his heart. He's Italian. He speaks English, speaks Italian, speaks German. Of course, he speaks French too.
So, when people engage you in the debate or discussion, like just generally, let's say
I'm married.
you're-
I can't get
no,
engaged. What do you
No,
mean?
debate. Like say you're
debate.
talking to somebody at a coffee shop,
Yeah.
and your opinion is very different
Yeah.
than their opinion. Why do you think people attack you or feel like you're like they have to attack your point of view and not accept your point of view? Why do you think people do that? Like they engage in a conversation, you tell them what you think and you believe, And then they start calling you names, and you're a fucking idiot, and this and that. Why does that happen to you, they rock?
Well, I think because people.
Because you just had an experience, right? Like this.
Yeah, I had one last week.
Yeah.
Because my point was because people have a wealth, they have money, they think they have intelligence too. They don't. Those two things are they incongruous, as they say.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Yeah.
That's just my opinion.
So you think it's because they have money they can? But why do you think they attack people with different opinion?
Because they don't like to be challenged.
But is it because they don't truly believe their opinion, or is it because they think less of your opinion? Like, so they feel they have to go on the offensive and say you're an idiot. You don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
Yeah.
You're denying this
you gotta
reality.
Call your names, where you come from, that kind. No, the problem is they're projecting all their self-hatred on you.
That's what it is.
Yeah.
Self-hatred.
Yeah.
They hate themselves.
They had an unhappy life, and maybe a lot of bad things happened in their life, and they project it on you. Right. They want to hate you, but they hate themselves.
They really hate
because
themselves.
Inside you have a dose of chemical in your brain of hatred. Because you wake up every day to yourself. If you attack someone you don't even know, then you're no strong. So first of all, you're not well psychologically. So you just walk away. You can't educate people in 5 minutes.
Wow. Yeah. Because I got to a few confrontations, not just discussions, and I have my opinion, my point of view. No,
exactly.
I'm not trying to change the world. I just
exactly.
You. I listen to people, and I read stories, or listen to people, and I formulate my opinion.
Exactly.
But if you don't agree with something, if it's like they go on this incredible offensive rant against you,
Yeah, and you know what kills me too? The worst part of it is, these people they make a lot of money. God bless you. They made a lot of money. That's what you need in your life. So you have a lot of money. I don't interfere in your money making. I don't steal your money.
Right.
I don't rob your money. I'm not even a competition in the same business with you. But you prefer to call me all kinds of vitriol, bad names, and wish that I'm dead. But you have the money and I don't. Just think about how sad you are.
Yeah. Anyway, that's,
what can you do? Tony, these are conversations we have. That's a problem. Everybody wants to be noticed. Nobody wants to feel like they're inadequate.
Everybody wants to feel like they have some contribution.
Exactly.
And but they criticize ideas, or they criticize innovation,
criticize
or they
okay.
That's art.
Okay. Yeah.
No, but they've never done fucking anything in their own lives. So I said, so it's a guy giving shit to someone who started a business and maybe it's not going well and he's struggling. And,
for sure.
And and he's passing judgment, criticizing. And you ask him, have you ever started a business? No. Then what makes you an expert?
Exactly.
It's like if I'm, I'm a tennis player and I'm going to tell Rocco, here's what I think, you're boxing. You're not using the technique, you're not dipping in dipsy-doodleitis, And you're going to say, how many fucking fights have you had? I would say 0. So what makes you an expert?
Exactly.
So what makes you people out there that think, you can, that never done anything, that you can be an expert at passing judgment on people that have actually tried to be somebody.
Right. Well, I think.
Show me someone that's never failed.
Oh.
And what am I going to show you? A failure.
Oh, exactly.
You know what I mean? So if you could say I've never failed, then you really are a failure.
That's
exactly.
I agree with you.
To do anything.
Exactly.
You're just riding the fucking coattails of people that try.
Yeah.
And when they're winning, hey, bello, what's going on?
Yeah.
When they're losing, this guy's a fucking idiot.
Yeah. I think this problem got bigger in the last 10 years with the social media.
Oh, for sure.
Because I find a lot of people, they talk really vitriol, it's called, very nasty. They write the terrible thing, write to this and that, they call your name, but they don't tell you their address.
No. Or they don't even, they use aliases or not.
And they use another name and they hide behind that. Everybody's so tough on the social media.
Sure they are.
On the internet, everybody's tough. Really? You got to be careful. Michael Tyson said the internet is just an excuse to not get punched in the face.
Mm-hmm.
You got to
Yeah.
watch yourself. I know some stories of people, they did a terrible thing on the internet, Facebook, and a couple of guys find out who they are, and they go pay them a little visit. It's
yeah.
different when you see face-to-face with somebody.
No, they're fucking
Right?
chicken shit.
Yeah.
That's what people are, chicken
That's
shit.
why I don't do social media. I don't care. We
Yeah.
do a talk, a little
Nah,
podcast.
but we,
about-
we have a good audience. Our audience is good. Our people are good.
They want to laugh,
They
have a
wanna
good
laugh,
time.
have a
Yeah,
good
we're-
time. We're here just we're not too heavy, but sometimes we have to say, with our own experiences, because we've had,
Oh yeah,
we've had lots of shit
lots
happen.
of stuff,
we could
yeah.
we could just tell you a story per year, and we'd do another 150 shows.
Oh, easily.
Like we can go say, okay,
yeah.
what happened in 1984? Okay,
Ooh.
well, I can tell you 4 or
Hard
5 things that
times,
happened.
rough times.
How about 78?
Ooh.
I can tell you a story about, the Ontario Food Terminal and my uncle getting shot, and
Oh,
I can,
yeah.
there's all
Oh,
kinds
yeah.
of fucking
Lots
stories
of-
I can tell you.
Ah.
So, we could do we've been around, so we've seen a transition from.
Change.
We've seen change multiple times. Anyway,
Yeah.
So listen, Rocco, you're gonna have to close it out today because I have to go and move the car. So
Okay, go move
you
the
started the
car.
show today.
Okay.
I just want to. You're gonna take the next 5 or 6 minutes and close it out, and then and we got to say Italy. Come on, you got to win this one.
Forza
because
Italia.
We want to kick fucking Canada's ass in.
Oh,
'Cause
yeah.
Are we playing them?
I think if I
Yeah.
take, for what I know,
Yeah.
if the Italia qualification,
Yeah.
then the first game is going to be against Canada in
Yeah.
Toronto, of all places. Can you imagine Toronto, Canada?
Yeah, I'm not going to be here because
I can't,
they're
no.
they're already telling you don't drive your car, don't go here, don't go there, and they put this. Did you see the stands they built at the fucking stadium?
What kind of stand?
I would even fucking they don't even look safe. They had 30,000.
They're going to collapse.
Holy shit! Anyway, so Rocco's gonna finish off the show today. I want to thank you guys for paying attention. Now that hockey season's over, we're gonna be able to do way more shows, way more often. So, because time, when you have hockey and kids and playing and
Yeah.
you don't have a lot of time to get together, right?
Yeah.
Like for me anyway.
Well, it's tough. Yeah, it's a bigger responsibility.
Yeah, and so, but the season's over, and so now, we started May of last year,
Oy.
May 12th, so not even a
May.
year ago.
Oh, it's
So
time flies, eh?
Time flies. So we're gonna pick it up, and we're gonna produce more content. I've got a few. I always say this, but I actually do have some interesting guests lined up.
Yeah.
And we're gonna. Keep putting out the content. So I want to thank you for subscribing, following us, listening to us, whatever. And we're always opening to some free coffee if you see us somewhere in Woodbridge.
Sometime I go downtown too,
Yeah. Anyway, okay,
Friend.
Rocco, I'm gonna let you go. And I'm gonna go. I gotta move my car because
the car.
I have to bring this beautiful Italia poster back.
Bring it back.
Because
Bring it
it's for good luck.
Yeah.
So I have to bring it back to the bar where I got it, so that they can win on Tuesday. What time is the game Tuesday?
I think it's 2:45.
2:45. Okay. So Rock will finish it up, and I'll see you guys next time.
Okay. Park the car. Okay, don't forget. Okay, like my Tony told you, everybody, thanks for showing up. We respect everybody. Come to watch our show. We fool around. We talk a couple of things here and there, and then life go on, and then who knows. So everybody who's having a hard time in their life, don't worry. Things are going to get better. Everybody having trouble with the gas price, I know it's very high. Something going to change. If the price is going to go down or the price is going to go up. If the price will go up, for me, I got to drive less. That's my story. Or now if the hot, nice weather come, I'm going to start to walk and then jogging. So I jog. Maybe my first jog, I do short one. I do, Toronto, North Bay. Then I do long one. Then I do Toronto Thunder Bay. Then I do Toronto Winnipeg. Then sometime I go visit my family. I go Toronto Alberta, right? If I really want to go long around, I do Toronto Vancouver. I stay one night, then I jog back. Anyway, thanks very much for coming to the podcast to bring your guard down. And don't ever forget, I love you and nobody else. Okay? Ci sentiamo. Ciao.